Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GTXI. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And this chart here, it's tricky to talk about because is it a total pump and dump? No. Was this a nasty pullback? Yeah. And there's just a lot of perspective that goes into it. I mean, if you bought down below $1.50, then yeah, for you the chart's still perfectly fine. But if you're some sort of day trader and you bought anywhere around here and you're hoping to sell, within 25, 30 minutes, then yeah, from that perspective, the chart looks really, really nasty. So what I'm going to do is just kind of map out some overall levels, and it's up to you. And, I guess this is a prime example of why you just can't be a puppet. You have to have a plan going into things. So, I'll map out some levels, and if you're a day trader, then you can use those levels that pertains to your strategy. If you're more of a bigger picture type player, then you can use these levels that pertains to your strategy. If you're saying, Clay, I don't have a strategy, well, then you just simply shouldn't be trading with real money. That's kind of the moral of the story in that situation. So the first level of support, though, that does stand out, and I don't want to come across like this is some sort of great discovery on my part. A lot of people that use charts has noticed this is $1.80 does seem to be where the buyers finally stepped in enough to put up a good fight, because as you see right here, the big pullback did essentially go sideways from that point. Sure, the price on that one candle technically dropped slightly below, but that didn't last very long. So $1.80 is going to be that initial area of support going into next week. If that level cannot hold, next level to watch right up there at that purple line, which is the 50-period simple moving average. I'm not going to assign a numerical level to that because, the level is, as the name says, moving, so that value will change. Right now, yeah, valued at $1.55, but just understand that if the $1.80 mark doesn't hold, the next key level to watch would be, up at the 50-period. As far as resistance levels, in the short term, there seems to be one here right around this former area of support at 2.205. After that, next key level right up there around 250. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, this one's pretty sketchy, pretty big pullback, but the pullback does still technically have an opportunity to build a higher base, which would keep the broad chart, the overall chart bullish by putting in higher bases. So yeah, next week should be pretty interesting. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.